Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord Yahawah, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. Barakatah Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM QADASH. Hey man, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM QADASH. I want to give double honors to my apostles and to my elders of great millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today. And also peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the elect. All right, shalom. And what I just read from was Jeremiah 16 and 16, because we're coming into that time. Because you got to think about it, man. The Lord has his prophets back on the scene. He has his prophets back on the highways and byways, prophesying. If you go to Jeremiah 28 and 8, it says the prophets, Salakia, it says the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied, both against many countries and against great kingdoms, and of war and of evil and of pestilence. Right. And that's what the prophets are doing here today, because the prophets have come back to their lives through reincarnation. Right. Those same prophets that were back then, they're back here today doing the same thing. Right. Prophesying against this great kingdom, the mother of all harlots, known as America, Babylon the Great, man. OK, now you have the prophets that are prophesying on the highways and byways as the prophets of old. Right. Because what's that? Proverbs. Is it Proverbs? I think 1 and 20. It says, and that's the spirit, man. You know, you got, World War III heating up. Right. Because it's all about the prophecies, man. The prophecies are speaking loud and clear. OK, the rumors of wars. OK, that's a part of what I just read in Jeremiah 28 and 8. That's what the prophets are prophesying about. How, World War III is going to take place. OK, and 200 million nuclear warheads will be dropped upon America. OK, Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. And that's where you see the men of the Lord on the highways and byways. OK, teaching and speaking the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. OK, verse 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words. Right. And that's what the men of the Lord are doing. That's what the prophets are doing. OK, pretty much in the main area of where business is being conducted, usually downtown in your major cities. Right. Where a whole lot of people are commercing. OK, you'll see the men of the Lord. You'll see the prophets out there prophesying, man. OK, and in some of the smaller cities, it may not be quite as much traffic as the larger cities, but you still see the men of the Lord out there, man. Proverbs 1 and 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And that's what the prophets pretty much, when it comes to 2/3 of our people, so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, right? 2/3 are simple as hell. They love America. They love Babylon. They love Esau. Right. And the men of the Lord are pretty much saying, how long are y'all going to love this simplicity? How long are y'all going to love America? How long are y'all going to love your oppressors? Right. And it says, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Right. But let's get back to Jeremiah 16 and 16, because the Lord has his prophets out here. OK, prophesying. OK, fishing what? For the elect. But soon the elect is going to be sealed. And once the elect is sealed, guess what? Those angels that are holding back the destruction, the four winds, which are the destruction. OK, ultimately, that destroying wind that's going to come from the nuclear missiles. Right. Once the elect is sealed, the angels are going to let loose. The Lord is going to allow the angels to let loose. Right. And all hell is going to break loose. And guess what? The elect is going to be risen up. Chiefly speaking about that top governing body, the 144,000, when the Lord gives his 144,000 elect spiritual powers, man. OK, and they're going to have God-like powers, being able to manipulate the elements, and are going to be likened unto gods. They're going to come down off of the chariot, right? Because in what is that? I think it's in Revelation 20. Is it 21? Revelation 21, because before the nuclear missiles hit America, the Lord is going to beam up his elect. Okay, the whole elect, the 1/3, right? And then you're going to have the nuclear missiles are going to fall upon America, Babylon the Great. Okay, and this current heaven that is being ruled, that ultimately is the rulership of Esau Edom, right? Because heaven is pretty much a condition that's being played on earth right now. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is in his heaven right now. Okay, but his heaven is about to pass away. Revelation 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, right? For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, right? And if you go into the account of Jacob and Esau, Esau was born before Jacob. Okay, and it's the scriptures. It's a scripture that says the elder shall serve the younger. The elder being what? Esau Edom. They're about to serve the younger, being Jacob. Okay, Israel, the 12 tribes, man. Okay. Their heaven, their rulership, their blessing is about to pass. Right now, we're at the end of his blessing. Genesis 27, Isaac gave Esau the fatness. Part of the blessing was the fatness of the earth, dominion, rulership. Okay, the dew of heaven, pretty much control over everything, the best of everything, and also the sword. That's what he used to gain, to pretty much gain his blessing, to gain dominion over the earth. Okay, but we're at the end of that. Okay, and his rulership is going to go down in violence, right? It says, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Now in John, what is that? 1 John 2:17. It says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. Right? As a matter of fact, I should have grabbed this scripture first. Let's go to 2 Esdras 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Right? And when you go into that word world, it pretty much goes into a rulership or a period of time, an eon, right? An age. So Esau is at the end of his age, the end of his time to rule. So now 1 John 2:17, and the world passeth away. Yeah, his rulership, his time to rule, it's about to pass, man. And the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. Right? So that's where we're at. Now let's go back to Revelation 21. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. What is this new heaven and this new earth? Well, I just read in 2 Esdras 6:9 that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So this new heaven and this new earth that is speaking about is the rulership of Israel, starting with YAHAWASHI, right? King David on down, that righteous line on down, 100. Then you got the 12, then you got the 144, right on down, man. Right, that's the new heaven that's John the Revelator is seeing. Right, it says, for the first heaven and the first earth will pass away, and there will no more sea, because Esau's not going to rise up again. Verse 2, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down. Right, so when Esau's rulership ends, okay, when those nuclear missiles hit America, right before that, you're going to have the elect get beamed up, and then you're going to have the crowning of the elect, right? It's going to be like a major ceremony, the crowning of the elect. Brothers like to say that's the real award show. You got these award shows that you see these celebrities partaking in. They get these rewards or whatever for basically selling out and so on and so forth. But the real award ceremony is going to be the crowning of the elect, and you can read about that in 2 Esdras, the 2nd chapter. Okay, so after that ceremony takes place, guess what? That 144, they're going to come down out of the ship, out of the fathership, man. So this right here, Revelation 21:2, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Right now, what John was talking about, he didn't actually see a actual city with buildings and things like that coming down. You know, the kingdom coming, because you have a lot of people that read this and they'll say, oh, well, that's the Lord. He's going to actually, you know, bring the kingdom of heaven down to earth. And we're going to, no, man, this is talking about, because you got to think about Jerusalem. It was a people before it was a place. OK, so this is speaking about the 144,000 coming down. OK, with their spiritual bodies, with those celestial extraterrestrial bodies, man. OK, and those spiritual bodies that you can read about in 1 Corinthians 15 and what is it? 15 and I think it's 50. Well, you can start it like around the 40th verse, and it goes into goes into the different forms of bodies: the terrestrial body, the earthly body, and the extraterrestrial body. Right? We're going to have bodies likened unto angels, man. Right? With spiritual powers. Okay. So that's what John saw. The elect, the 144,000 in their new bodies. Those extraterrestrial man of steel type bodies, man. Right? Because that's where they get all of the ideas like Superman and X-Men and all of that. They get that from the scriptures. That's talking about Israel, the Israelites, the elect, beginning with the elect. Right? It says, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Right? And verse 3, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. You see? So it's going to be 144,000 men, right? The elect. Okay. It says, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Yeah, this hell is about to pass away, man. Okay. And we're going to get vengeance upon our enemies. Right? Let's go to let's see, Isaiah 40 and 31. This is talking about spiritual power, because in those spiritual bodies, we're not going to get tired. We're not going to get fatigued anymore. We're going to have, you know, infinite amounts of energy that we've never experienced before, man. Okay, we're going to be gods. That's Psalms 82 and 6. It says, know ye not that ye are gods? Let's grab that first. Psalms 82 and 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. You see that? So hey, look, the Lord is about to show out, man. He's about to show who he's really dealing with. Isaiah 40 and 31. But they that wait upon the Lord Yahawah shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. We're going to have infinite amounts of energy, man. Okay. We're going to be like, you know, those heroes that you see in the comic books, man. We're going to be like that. Lord would not be of that number. Okay. Let's get, Luke 24. And let's go down to the 48th verse. Let's see. Luke 24 and 48. And ye are witnesses of these things. Verse 49. And behold, I send the promise of my Father upon you. But tarry ye in the city of Jerusalem until ye be endued with power from on high. You see that? The Lord is about to give us that power. Acts 1 and 1 and 8. But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in Judea and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. Yeah, this Western Hemisphere, man. We're in the uttermost part of the earth. We're all the way on the other side of the world, man. Okay. So the Lord so all of these prophecies that the Lord that are spoken of in the scriptures, they're about to come to pass. They're coming to pass, and they're about to come to pass for the ones that hasn't passed yet, man. Okay, but yeah, the Lord is going to allow us to get vengeance upon our enemies. Jeremiah 51 and Salakia. Is it 51 and 20? Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe. It says, let's start at verse 19 to let you know who it's talking about. Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. So it's speaking about Israel, the Israelites, right? And we are the formers of all things, man. All these inventions that you see. Hey, Jake created all these things, man. Esau just stole everything, man, and came up with the patent. That's what Esau did. That's what Esau came up with, man. Okay. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahawah of hosts is his name. Verse 20 being the point. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. You see that? Let's go to real quick. I think it's Isaiah 41 and 15. Let's start at 14. Fear not thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, and thy Redeemer, which is YAHAWASHI, the Holy One of Israel. Verse 15, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth, and thou shalt thresh the mountains, going into the governments, and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff. Yeah, man. So the Lord is going to give his men spiritual powers, right? Contrary to popular belief. You had Bo Cap Malone not too long ago. He was picking, at brothers, because brothers, beginning with the apostles, are saying that we're going to get spiritual powers and we're going to be likened unto these superheroes that you see in the movies. A lot of people, they think that it's far-fetched, but that's all right. That's beautiful, because they're going to be so surprised. Hey, just imagine the look on these motherfuckers' faces when they see the men of the Lord getting risen up with spiritual power, man. You know, a lot of them are just going to give up the spirit right then and there, especially when they see our Lord Yahawashi return, man. Okay. And this thing is about to happen, man. You got to truly believe this, man. Okay. Let's see. Let me grab one more. There's so many scriptures. Let me grab one more. Let's grab, let's see. Let's grab one more, right? Because we're about to get vengeance upon our enemies. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. Salakia. Wisdom of Solomon 5. And let's start at verse. Let's start at verse 15. But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, Yahawah YAHAWASHI, and the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. Yeah, that's going into the crowning of the elect, you know. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. Yeah, with Yahawashi, he's going to be our protection. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. You see that? So the Lord, I just read that in what? Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. So everything that these heathen have done to us, especially Esau, Edom, right? It's all right, because they're going to get paid back double. Okay. As the scriptures say, double unto her. Okay. They're going to drink of that cup, which is slavery, man. Especially these Edomites, these so-called white people, man. Right. So the Lord is raising up his elect, and his elect, the 144,000, you're going to see pretty much come down from the chariot with spiritual power, and are going to ultimately round up the elites Okay, go around destroying everybody that don't want to bow unto Yahawashi. And ultimately, they're going to round up the elites and bound them. What is that? Is that Psalms 149? Yep, Psalms 149. Let's start at 6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi. So it's all good, man. All the hell that we're catching, that we caught from these heathen that we're catching, right? The hell that's about to come down in the form of Jacob's trouble. It's all right, okay? Because we're going to get vengeance upon our enemies, man. Especially Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right? In the form of spiritual power. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, man. Till next time, I want to say shalom.